Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on another episode of The Bite.
Stick around for all the behind-the-scenes coverage on the badminton tournament, more spring sports, and everything you wanted to know about Wellness Day.
Make sure you hang around until the end of our episode to find out how you can win up to $700. I'm Alex Epka.
And I'm Hannah Whiteford, and this is The Bite.
To start off this episode of The Bite, Luke Drew is serving up all the information you need to know about the varsity tennis team. He sat down with one of the coaches, Al Turton, to talk about the start of the boys' tennis season and what to expect from the team of aces.
Many people are excited for this year's season of tennis. I talked to Mr. Turton about some of his expectations for the season and some of his goals for the season, and here's what he had to say.
Some improvements that we're going to make this season are, a lot of it has to do with recruiting. We have a lot of new freshmen. I think we've got 5 freshmen, a 7th grader, an 8th grade manager, and so we've got a lot of talented athletic guys coming in, sort of new to tennis, but it's going to really build the base under the veterans that are coming back. In terms of overall goals, we definitely would like to repeat as division champions this year as a team. We've got some individuals, particularly Lucas Bush, who was the captain last year. He's looking like he's going to be a first singles player again. This will be his 3rd year at first singles. He could go quite far in the sectional tournament if he plays the best he can. He's probably improved a little bit since last year, and I know he's real anxious to get out there on the courts and see what he can do against some bigger schools. I would say that we expect improvement out of everyone. I've already seen Ryan Becker coming back looking a lot stronger and faster than last year. Charlie Freeman and Michael Fusicaro have been practicing. They practiced all the time during the summer and through the fall, right up until the snow was flying. So they've got a ton of passion for the game, and they've gotten a lot better. And then the new athletes that I mentioned coming on, already in the preseason, even though it's snowing outside, I see them working hard. And the team chemistry is coming together nicely. A lot of nice guys on the team again this year. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be we're going to be really a team to watch. We're going to be strong in Division 4. We've got Springville coming down to Division 4 this year, so that'll be a challenge for us. But it's going to be a lot of fun this year. And we've got Coach Tim Frank coming back again. He's a fantastic coach. He's been with us for a few years. Last year we co-coached. This year we're co-coaching as co-head coaches. And then we've got Coach Steven Sinna coming back, and he's been volunteering with the team for many years. And so this group of boys, we have 13 on the team, are really getting a nice opportunity to learn and get better with some good coaching.
Overall, there are many key players on the team that many people are excited to see play this year. I'm Luke Drew from Wax News.
Thanks for relaying that info to us, Luke. Up next, Alex sat down with Coach Krizik from the ladies softball team to get the scoop on this spring season. Alex asked the hard-hitting questions on predictions, improvements, and expectations for what to come.
With the spring sports team starting practices the past few weeks, the varsity softball team is gearing up for a successful season. With losing some key seniors last year, the girls are hoping to show promise in their young players. I sat down with Coach Krizik to talk about his predictions and expectations for this year's softball season.
Expectations for the 2019 season, varsity softball. Well, we're coming back from 2 back-to-back 8-4 seasons, 3rd place. Our division, this year the division got reconfigured. Springville got moved into our division for the first time, and Tonawanda came back for us for softball. They were still in baseball, so we're playing 14 league games this year. That's the first in the 17 years that I've been coaching varsity softball. We've got a pretty good core of players. Maddie Gadd's a 3-year starter on the team. She plays first in catches. She's a former first team All-Star. Led the team in hitting, slugging percentage, all categories 2 years ago. She's rebounding from an injury from last year. She still had a good season, but she missed part of the season. Emma Lux is also a 3-year varsity player. She had a standout year last year in center field. She was an all-star. Threw out a lot of girls at home last year. And other leaders who played a big part last year, Emma Wolstowski had a great season at second last year. She's going over to short. She's looked pretty good. Cassidy Funk is a utility player. She plays infield, outfield. She's also our number 2 pitcher. She's worked really hard as well. A lot of these players spent a lot of time in the off season playing travel softball as well. Emma Diebel is a senior, and she was center of our team last year for pitched a lot of the games, and she finished pretty strong last year and led the team. She's also a captain. So is Maddie Gadd. So is Cassidy Funk. They're all captains this season. Emma's coming off an off-season injury prior to the season, so we'll be missing her for a few games early, and we look forward to her getting back into the swing of things, as you might say, and her pitching. It's critical for us.
Good luck to Coach Krizik and all the players on the varsity girls softball team. From Wax News, I'm Alex Epko.
As we mentioned before, you could be eligible to win up to $700. Colleen Babcock sat down in our studio to explain the new poster making contest through the Alden Substance Abuse Coalition. This contest is an initiative to spread awareness of the substance abuse spreading across Alden.
Hi, my name is Colleen Babcock. I am the coordinator of the Alden Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. I'm here today with Justin Chernogorek from the Counter Drug Task Force for the National Guard. And we are here to introduce a school-wide poster contest that is starting today. In April of 2018, we conducted a prevention needs assessment survey within the schools to assess the needs of our students. And once we compiled the results, we tried to figure out a way that we could get this information into the community in a powerful manner. And that is why we decided to do this contest. This is a drug and alcohol public service announcement contest presented by the Alden Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. What we would like to do is have participants choose a format from one of the following topics that we're going to discuss. We want students to use any medium, whether it's painting, drawing, pictures, computer generated, to create a 24 by 36 public service announcement using the stats from our Prevention Needs Assessment Survey and a national statistic. Around the school, we have posters displayed all over that look like this. Each one displays a statistic from the survey. These are the questions that the students answered. And there's 25, I believe, posters displayed all over the school. We would like the students to take one of these statistics and compare that to a national statistic, such as, you know, 1 out of 4 teens experiment with alcohol before the age of 14. And then did you know that 22.1% of Alden 10th graders have reported binge drinking in the last 2 weeks? We want that to be put into a format that is an educational public service announcement. These posters will be graded on a grading scale by a team of community stakeholders, and we will also host a social media campaign in this contest. We want them, after they choose their topic and create their poster, to take a 4 by 24 inch section at the bottom of the poster and list in that section where somebody could get help for the topic they have chosen. All of this information will be available in the guidance office in a rules and regulation format, as well as 2 samples on which they can follow. The deadlines for entry are April 18th. Underage drinking can be one of the topics. Some of the statistics that were reported in the survey, 22.1% of Alden 10th graders report binge drinking in the past 30 days. 43.6% of Alden 8th, 10th, and 12th graders say they drank alcohol in the past 30 days and say that they got it at a parent's home with permission. Again, these are statistics that came from a survey that our students completed. The next topic could be vaping, e-cigarettes, Juul, nicotine, tobacco, and dabbing. 55.3% of Alden High School seniors report using an e-cigarette in their lifetime. A next topic could be on marijuana, dabs, shatter, or even the differences between medical marijuana and illegal marijuana. We realize in our community there's a lot of gray area with the changes that are coming down with the legalization of marijuana. And we want to make it clear that this poster contest is to educate the community on the dangers of substance use. So to research the differences between medical marijuana and illegal marijuana can be very educational for the community. We are looking for the facts, not the opinions. Parental perceptions. 54% of Alden High School youth report not having a conversation with their parents about the dangers of alcohol and drugs. One of the students might decide to create a poster that is the topic of why having those conversations are so important to have with the children, and that 54% of Alden High School's students are reporting that that's not happening. Other drugs that can be used as topics are opiates, heroin, cocaine, energy drinks, and over-the-counter drugs, such as cough medicines. The scoring, all entries will be scored on a rubric scale that measure through creativity, the validity of information, clarity of message, both visual and original, eye appeal, captivation, and quality. They will be scored by a team of our community stakeholders from the village, the town, our courts, and community members. We also will have a category that will be social media only, that will be judged by social media likes once the posters have been picked. Depending on the number of entries, we plan on picking 15 to 20 posters that will be reproduced and displayed in our community, in our village hall, our town hall, our Chamber of Commerce, our local businesses. So it's important that whatever format a student may choose, it is one that we can reproduce. If it's a painting or a drawing, we will take pictures of it and reproduce it in the format that we need, and also display the original. The prizes are pretty significant. We are offering a $500 grand prize, a $200 social media prize. The grand prize and the social media prize will be two different categories. We want the grand prize to go to somebody that is just voted on by our stakeholders, and then the social media prize will be judged totally different in a total different category. So a student does have the opportunity to win both the grand prize and the social media prize. And then there will be 3 $100 honorable mentions. It's important to note that we really encourage team participation. If you are a school group that is looking to raise money for your group for maybe trips or things that you want to do, or if you're having other contests, take this as an advantage for your group to get together and submit a poster together for your group. We encourage you to work with your parents, work with your teachers, work with people in your community. You can form a group with just 2 of you. Your art class can decide to submit 1 poster or submit 10. But it's really important to open the conversation around what is happening. It's important to note that we have national statistics, but we also have our own community statistics that are running very closely in line what we as treatment professionals are seeing nationally. Parents must attend the award ceremony. We will not issue a winning check or cash to any student without their parent there. The winner will be announced at a ceremony, and the parent must be there to accept the prize on their behalf. If you have any questions, you can go to the guidance office. Judy Baumgardner, the social worker, has all the information on this. You can pick up the rules and guidelines as well as the examples. I will be available in the school one day next week and the week after to answer any questions that students may have. You also can reach me through the Alden Substance Abuse Coalition Facebook page or our website. Both will be listed on this video. And we will be in the schools on April 18th to collect all of the entries at that time. Please encourage your loved ones, your students, your children to engage. Let's open the conversation around substance use and underage drinking in our community and make a difference with our youth. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of The Bite. Stay up to date with the latest news. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat by searching WACS News and visit our website at wacs.aldenschools.org. Signing off from WACS News, I'm Alex Epka.
And I'm Hannah Whiteford. See you next time.